This is Steve Domenico in the Room podcast with a huge and special guest. I have Dinis Sweetbread Paiva on, 13-7. Huge, the face of CES for the past years, getting his shot on the Contender Series. Week 7, September 15th. Dinis, thanks for coming on the show. Congratulations, man. It's been a long time coming. How you feeling about it, bro?
Oh man, this is crazy. It's crazy. It's surreal. I can't tell you how many times you dream about like an opportunity like this and taking that walk and going through and performing in front of Uncle Dana. It's a dream come true, really is. And it's surreal and it's coming so fast. From the time I got the call and until we're here now, I fly out in a little over 36 hours. So.
Excellent. Well, it's a very special night. Not only are you getting your shot in front of Dana, which has been a long time coming, it's my birthday. So it's a very special night for all around, for me, for you, for the fans in New England, for CES, for getting another great talent of theirs pushed to the next level. Dinis, what's going through your mind now? I mean, we're here, bro. It's been a long time coming. Did you ever think that the Contender Series would come calling? Because we know they were looking for them young undefeated guys, but they've been opening the doors to veterans like yourself. So how you feeling about it?
I'm grateful, man. I'm really grateful. I'd like to say I feel a little lucky, but I think I've earned it in a lot of other ways. I've kind of said this before. I'm like my own biggest critic. I know on paper when you first look at my record, it's not the most aesthetically pleasing thing when you first look at it, but 10-2 in my last 12 and beating some pretty top-notch guys, staying as active as I can these last couple of years. I've just been putting in the work, man. And I haven't stopped. I haven't stopped training this entire COVID. Not like you're getting ready for a fight camp, not like you got a name on a dotted line to sign your name next to. But just staying active, staying in the gym, and just working on what I can and what I have control over.
Well, this is not a full camp for this fight. How long have you been? How long have you got? Able to get ready for this opponent coming up?
1 week.
1 week, man. Were you like optimistic about something else opening up for you, or was it either Contender UFC or CES? Waiting on them to do something locally.
Yeah. Just when the fight card got pulled back in April, I made a decision with my trainers, to continue going to the gym. A lot of people, if you don't know, I'm in the gym Monday through Thursday, 4 o'clock in the morning until 6:30, and there's a few guys that are kind of coming in and kind of taking the initiative to do the same thing and getting those workouts in. But I've made it a point to at least stay as disciplined as I can. I didn't know that a fight was coming up this soon. Tyson kind of gave me the heads up the week before, just saying, don't make any foolish decisions and try to stay light. And, funny things happen short notice, and this happens to be the window of opportunity for a lot of guys. Just stay ready. So I stood diligent. I stood disciplined as much as I could and kept in the gym. Little by little, started working on my weight. A few months ago, I was well over 170. And I just kind of got tired of being chubby and not having that. So I just wanted some abs, and I just wanted to stay ready and feel ready. There are a lot of guys getting calls short notice, especially with COVID. A lot of people were popping positive and not even knowing. So that's kind of what took place. I got a heads up a few weeks ago that something could happen, and I took it and ran with it and made myself available. And when that phone call came through, I was there to answer. So there's no questions to ask. Just show me where the contract's at, and I'll be there.
Excellent. Well, Dinis, a long, long career. As far as getting ready for a fight, I mean, I know this is short notice, a week, very short notice. Do you study your opponents when you're getting ready for them? Do you focus on them, or is it more about yourself and letting them adapt to you?
No, I think if you don't focus on a bit of what your opponent has to offer, you're foolish, man. You're going into war blind at that point, and part of the things that I've done along the way, I've done some reading and whatnot, and I kind of dipped a little bit into the book of The Art of War. And you really need to know your enemy. You need to know what you're capable of, and how to attack and use your strengths against their weaknesses. So, yeah, you got to study your opponent. And anybody that doesn't is a bit foolish, I think. I don't I don't overdwell on my opponent. You know, I try to look at recent fights to see what they look like as of recently, what they're doing as of lately. But even then, you know, you take a little bit of face value from it. You try to take a little bit from their game plan, and you know, most people, their records and their styles will show in their performances. You know, anybody that watches me fight knows I like to throw punches and I like to excite people and I like to bang. So um, I'm no Rubik's Cube of an opponent to figure out. But I think my style is kind of hard to beat in a lot of ways because I'm hard to take down and I'm hard to beat on the feet. And it's not a pleasant, you know, experience when you're stepping in the cage, you know, for the most part, man. But yeah, just focusing on the task at hand and trying to adjust. Really, it's just come up with a game plan and using my style as best as I can to attack and adjust to my opponent.
Excellent. Well, let's talk a little bit about that opponent you're going to be facing here. Kyle Driscoll, 11-3, 6-fight winning streak. He's got 3 KOs in there, so it seems like he likes to bang also. He's got a lot of decisions in his fights also. But it seems like he's a grinder and he likes to stand up there. Does that excite you, or do you know more about him than I do with the stand-up game?
No, I mean, he's not afraid to stand and strike. I think when he's faced with someone that has competent wrestling that doesn't allow him to engage in the pressure and press against the cage, it kind of takes away from his strengths. He's a wrestler. You know, he's got the Dagestani kind of style. He likes to press guys to the cage, figure for the legs, take him down. Listen, man, I don't get taken down very easily, and I think that's shown. I think he showed a bit in my last fight with Tim Doolin. Man, every time he shot in, I was defending the takedown. I think Tim and Kyle have similar body styles. You know, Tim Doolin was 5'11". Kyle Driscoll was just an inch taller. Ironically enough, I think we got the same reach. I might even have him beat by an inch with the reach department. I got these long orangutan arms that come useful to my style. So, you know, I think what you're going to see is you're going to see 2 guys matched up quite evenly where each other's strengths kind of play against each other's weaknesses. And it's really going to be who comes well prepared. I think the grind that he brings may play against him in the long run. If he is as big as he seems and he's got the same notice that I've had, he's really got to focus on that weight cut. And I hope that he's been doing everything he has to stay lean throughout COVID. But if all he has to focus on is a weight cut throughout these next 3 weeks, it's probably going to be a long night, man. And we'll see, man. May the best man win. I know it takes a lot. It takes a lot to pick up that phone and sign that dotted line and take that step up those 3 stairs. So, nothing but respect always. You guys know that. I'm as respectful as an opponent as they come. So I'm looking forward to it. I think when you get both of us in there and we're both putting it on the line for a UFC contract, you're going to see the best out of both of us.
And that's definitely what Dana's looking for. And, you know, you got 2 guys in there that go banging, great records, a lot of fights under your belt. So, I mean, not only is it going to be a strategic battle on the, you know, on the feet, I'm sure it's going to impress Dana, man. So, question, 20 fights with CES. This is your first fight not with them as a pro. That is, I know it's, you know, the biggest opportunity of your career at this point. Is it a little bittersweet? This might be your last fight under the CES banner. Have you thought about that, or is it all, you know, UFC straight ahead? That was the goal, and that's what I got to think of 100% now.
Dude, one fight at a time. This is just another day at the office, dude. Regardless, those lights are going to shine just the same way as they always have. I'm actually kind of excited to be able to fight in a different environment and a different cage. That was one of the things I took when I went down to the PI with the gang, you know, Rob Font and Calvin a couple years ago, was how sweet it was to be in that cage and how that canvas felt. And all I could ever do was just sit there and dream about one day having an opportunity to fight in a cage like that. And I'm really thankful for everything that CES has done for me, giving me the platform that they have and making me kind of like the face of their promotion, one of the poster childs. And I'm a huge ambassador for their organization. You know, if things don't turn my way, I'll be right back in that cage fighting again for them, you know, and hopefully, God willing, you know, I get this contract and it doesn't happen, but then I can always be an advocate for them as I always have been. You know? I'm very thankful for everything they've done for me as an organization, and they've been family, extended family. If it wasn't for CES, there'd be no Sweetbread.
Awesome, my man. Well, dude, you're ambassador, in and out of the cage for CES and beyond, dude, man. You're going to make us all proud on September 15th, dude. We can't wait. It's been a long time coming. The door and the gates are open for you, Mr. Sweetbread. Last thing before I let you go, man, what do we expect to see out of Sweetbread for the first time in 2020?
Let's see. Um, really, man. I think one of the things that you're gonna see is a guy who really, dude. I got nothing to lose. As much pressure and as much of a big opportunity this is, man. I got nothing to lose. So I'm going in there to fight my heart out. You're gonna get 15 minutes of fury out of me. I'm in great shape, and I'm thankful that I've been staying in the gym and staying in shape. I got nothing for a weight cut, man. I'm pretty much walking at 150 at this point. So I don't have to put a lot of stress on myself, man. All I got to do is just go in there, smile, throw bombs, and perform, man, and do the best I can. And I think when you get that version of me, man, there's not a lot of guys in this division that can stand in front of me and continue to fight. I think that's what you're going to see. You're going to see me fighting for that finish from beginning to end, as I always do. But you're going to see that slight chip on my shoulder because I finally got what I've worked my ass off for. I didn't just get this opportunity because it was given to me. I got it because I earned it, and I bust my ass throughout the years. I've battled back from a losing record. I've been mocked. I've been talked about. There's a lot of people who wait for me to turn my back around to speak ill of my name, and it's all gravy, man, because I know what I bring to the table. This opportunity is earned. It wasn't given. It was earned.
Excellent, my friend. Last thing, brother, I know you got a few people or a lot of people to thank for this opportunity and getting you ready. Shout it out, brother, and I'll let you get back to your night and getting ready for that trip to Vegas, bro.
Yeah, I want to thank all my fans, my supporters. I want to thank my family and my friends that have always been there rooting me on. Shout out to Formula One Boxing, Jose Santos. Shout out to Triforce MMA with Pete Jeffrey. Shout out to City Up Tom, Mark Delagrati, Andy Cote, and all those guys over there. Shout out to Lozon MMA and Joe and everybody over there for hanging out. Shout out to Tyson Shoddy at Top Game Management, man. He's really been an advocate for my career, and a lot of the big things and a lot of the big moments came once I signed with Top Game. So I'm very thankful for their guidance and tutelage and having Tyson on my side, not only as my manager but as a mentor, as a coach, and as a friend. And at the end of the day, man, as always, I want to thank my wife. Thank God, man. Two of them. I have a great life that I live. I got a lot of people that love me, but without her to support me day in and day out, man, I wouldn't be here either. So shout out to my wife and again, shout out to CES, man. I can't thank them enough for everything they've done for me. I wouldn't be Sweetbread without CES. So thank you.
Awesome, my man. Congratulations again, brother. A pleasure talking to you tonight. It's going to be a pleasure watching you on the 15th. Get that contract and finally get Dana's eyes on you, brother. Sweetbread, Dinis Paiva, 13-7, making his.
One more shout out. I got one more.
Throw it out there, brother. Throw it out there.
There's one more person I gotta say something to. Loco Lobo, you crazy bastard. If you convince me to keep in the game and convince me to keep doing the right thing, man, I wouldn't have success as a fighter. So shout out to Loco Lobo, Mike Gresh. Fucking love you, man.
Awesome, my man. Thanks a lot again, Dinis. And, have a good few days, man. And we'll see you next Tuesday night on the Contender Series, bro.
All right, man. Thank you. Bless.